These fools, they'll never learn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Foo for Thought podcast. You can charge money for that.
Yeah,
Charge money
cut it
for
out.
if you show those plates of meat.
Those gams.
Yeah, that's right.
What are gams?
Legs? Yeah,
All right.
gams are legs and yams are butt cheeks. If
Oh,
you're showing a yams,
interesting.
yeah,
I have no yams, but after putting on a couple LBs, I have some gams.
you got some gams on. You got
Woo!
some thighs on you, some thigh meat.
Dang,
Nice.
charge for that too.
Hi everyone. If you don't know, we are the Food for Thought podcast. We are a bi-weekly martial arts cinema podcast where I sit down with this geezer over here, Cyrus. My name's Sean, by the way. This is Cyrus, and we review martial arts films. But
right.
there's usually one more person with us, and
There is?
unfortunately, yep, that's right. She's a lady.
No,
Yep.
I don't believe
At least
it.
that's what she tells me. We usually have Devan here with us. She is not here this week. I'm afraid she is out gallivanting. She's actually fighting crime.
Oh snap!
She's out.
Blow up her.
Yeah, that's right. She's out there fighting crime, and she uses. Oh, I was trying to think of something funny.
I was
that
about
she
to set
uses
you
as a
up.
weapon.
What kind of crimes would she stop?
Devan,
Yeah,
not very extreme crimes. She's a very gentle woman.
maybe one step above littering. What do you think?
Something wild like vagrancy.
I don't even know.
No, neither do I.
Oh,
What is
okay.
vagrancy?
Is that just like kind of like homeless people?
Mhm.
Oh, all right.
Devin will just kick homeless people. Yeah, hi everyone. This episode we are reviewing a very particular film, and I say it's a very particular film because our patrons voted for it.
Holy mackerel!
Every now and again, we throw up a vote or poll, I should say, on Patreon, and our patrons get to vote for whatever film they want. By the way, www.patreon.com/food for thought if you'd like to give us a few dollars each month. We typically put content on there. We do audio commentaries for movies. We do whenever we do this episode, we do another episode called Food for Thought Uncut.
Today was a good one.
Today was a good one. And we are working on a new feature, which will be me and Cyrus watching and reviewing Cat 3 films, which will be very exciting.
Maybe.
Maybe. We're not sure yet.
And we gotta say the name. You just told me it's great.
Yeah, I had two names. Well, I was either going to call it the Cat 3 Corner or I was going to call it Chat 3.
It's Chat 3 without a doubt.
Cyrus likes Chat 3.
I was thinking Chit Chat 3, but that's too much.
I wanted to do a Cat 3 podcast, just a normal Cat 3 podcast that goes up on, Apple Podcasts and all that good stuff. But I wanted it to be me and two other people and call it the Cat 3-some. I liked that idea. I thought that would have been cool. Yeah.
Like the Cat 3 movies.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that would have been cool, but alas, couldn't find two people that wanted to talk to me. Anyway, this week, what are we doing? We are reviewing the 1990 Yuen Woo Ping film, Tiger Cage 2.
That's correct.
Yes.
And you said that the Patreon members, those beautiful people, chose that movie, but surprise, I did. It's one of my favorites, and I wanted you to see it for the first time.
How many times have you seen it now?
Starring Jackie Chan, Jet Li,
I've never heard of it.
co-directed Steven Spielberg.
I thought you were going to say Steven Seagal.
Oh, even better.
You been up to much?
You know what? I wanted to say, this is going to be wild.
Yep.
Thank you so much to all my followers on Instagram. I just got 1,000, which is wild.
You got 1,000 followers on Instagram. You're lying.
I'm lying.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that shit. I don't even know what my Instagram name is called.
Oh, okay, got you. I was like, fucking hell, they just follow us on the podcast and started following me on Instagram.
Kind of cool, huh?
What do you do? Have you ever posted on Instagram?
No.
Oh, what do you do on Instagram? Oh, I know what you do on Instagram.
Well,
you look at those ladies in bikinis.
I just scroll.
Yeah,
That's all.
That's what everyone does. Just doom.
Is that what they? Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do. Just scroll, and just find bullshit.
Super scroll.
Yeah, that's right. Fantastic Four.
Oh, and also, interesting fact I found out that Red Bull
gives you wings.
Yeah, dude. I just found that shit out. It's wild. Red Bull back in the day actually used to have chemicals that were related to methamphetamine in it.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why everyone was having heart attacks.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I just made that up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why are you making stuff up?
I don't know. I thought it would be fun.
Okay, that's
That's
weird.
the last one I have. I
Okay.
swear.
Okay. Speaking of things that we've been up to, I have actually been binging the Halloween series recently.
Oh,
I picked them all up on 4K and I decided to watch them all. So far, I have watched 10 of them.
Jesus, man.
I've watched the 8 original films, including H2O and Resurrection, and I've just watched the 2 Rob Zombie films over the last 2 days. So over the next few days, I'm gonna I'm ranking them all on Letterboxd. So I'm gonna watch Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, and then I'll be done, and I'll be able to rank them all.
Does Rob Zombie put his music in those movies?
He puts some fucking garbage music in, but he doesn't put his own music. He puts some good music as well. He puts Nights in White Satin on it, and that tune is a banger. No, I don't think he puts his own music in, but my god, he puts his own spin on them.
Okay.
That man loves a curse word.
Okay.
He loves a curse word, and he loves like people saying the most extreme things possible.
So Quentin Tarantino.
He's worse than Quentin Tarantino. In the first 5 minutes of his first Halloween film, a man threatens to crawl over there and skull fuck the shit out of a woman.
It's good writing.
Yeah, and then in the second one, 5 minutes into the film, they're talking about necrophilia.
I feel like I'm there.
So yeah, good films. Actually, they're not that bad. They're just a bit. The scripts are horrendous, but the films themselves aren't that bad. You been doing anything? Watching anything? Playing anything?
Holy mackerel. Let's see. This week at work was a little tough, I guess. I had a deadline I had to meet, and I had 10 years to do it.
Don't get us
And I
started.
did it on the last day, and I feel bad about it. And I need to work on my procrastination.
And unfortunately, I have to bring it up in our group meeting, but I won't mention your name.
Oh, but I met the deadline.
Yeah, I know, but my point is, right, so when you get set a deadline in work and it's, let's say, a month away, right? You don't
Not
have to do it
let's
on
say.
the last day. Yeah, okay, let's say it is a month away. You don't have to do it on not only the last day, but the last 45 minutes of the last day.
It's all good.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to tell our entire team that.
Mm.
But I'm not going to bring up your name. I don't have to blame you. But I'm the manager. I have to do these things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find what else I've watched. Let's see. Halloween. Watched a little film called Tiger Cage 2. Watched the most recent Mission Impossible, and it's actually way better than I remembered. I went to the theater to see it. I thought it was good, but not great. I take that back. It's fucking awesome.
Motorcycle cruise, man.
Yes.
I've seen it.
It's really good. It's on oh no, it's on Paramount now. You don't have Paramount, do you?
Mm-mm.
I can give you the login details.
Hey, did you see the new Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Bad?
No?
All right.
Fun.
Okay.
Not good. I shouldn't say not good. Not amazing, but fun.
All right.
Fun. It doesn't make too many mistakes other than it has some wonky CGI in it.
When they try to make him look like...
Yeah, that's perfect. The CGI.
Oh, is it?
You won't be able to tell the difference. It'll blow your
Cool.
socks off.
Cool. I
Yeah.
tried to look that up on
Yeah.
YouTube. I couldn't find it.
No, it's a fun film. I think people gave it a bad rap because it's old indie, but I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I'd like to watch it again, actually.
It's on one of those.
Yeah,
Great.
it should be on Disney probably. I've been watching a few westerns as well. I tried to watch spaghetti westerns and they're just not my thing.
Right. You don't like those.
I don't like spaghetti. I like modern westerns. I don't like spaghetti westerns. I did watch Django, not Django Unchained. I watched the original Django, and that was actually very good. I enjoyed that quite a lot. But I also watched The Good, the Bad. No, not The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. A Fistful of Dollars.
Meow, meow, meow.
That's Goodbye Ugly, isn't it?
It's whatever you want.
Yeah, I didn't care for that, but I am going to watch Once Upon a Time in the West because a lot of people say that one's good.
Clint Eastwood, though, you got to give him.
Oh man,
He's a good guy.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
The man says nothing. He chews on a cigar for 2 hours,
He's,
and you just watch him do that.
yeah, he's good stuff.
He's
good stuff.
he's a little string bean of a man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's just putting it down.
And he's still doing it
Damn.
to this day. Still doing it.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino, he plays a dirty racist.
Damn.
Do you,
So good.
do you know the tidbit about that film?
I think I do.
About the racial slurs?
Yeah.
If you don't know, since he's in Gran Turismo, Gran Torino.
You're joking on purpose.
In Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood said that he refused to use the same racial slur twice. So every time he calls someone a racial slur, he uses a fresh one in each scene. So
Even watching it the first time, I was like, I was like, he's trying a little too hard.
he runs out of them after a while, and you're just like, no, you're going for really obscure ones now. But there you go. Haven't been watching anything else. Haven't been up to anything else. So we'll jump immediately right into the film. So
Get me in that cage.
this is this is Tiger Cage 2. It's directed by Yuen Woo Ping, and it stars Donnie Yen, David Wu, Robin Shu, Rosamund Kwan, Carol Cheng, Cynthia Khan, Lole, Michael Woods, and John Salviti. Martial arts directors were Yoon Shun Yi, Yoon Chung Yan, Philip Kwok, and Donnie Yen. You don't often hear of Donnie Yen choreographing kind of the older films, but he did work on it. And Philip Kwok, I had no idea Philip Kwok was even attached to this film.
How famous was Donald in this at the time?
At the time, not too famous, not really at all. He hadn't had many really old school kung fu films, but Yuen Woo Ping basically decided that Donnie Yen was going to be his protege, and he was just like, okay, I'm going to put you in a whole bunch of films. So he put him in The Line of Duty 4, which we've done on this podcast, and then it was just like, okay, Tiger Cage 2. He's in Tiger Cage 1 as well, but he has a much smaller role.
Just give this man a microphone. He knows it all.
I try. One thing I found very interesting, and this is for the Kung Fu fans, the second unit director on this, if you don't know what a second unit director is, basically, Yuen Woo Ping would have directed the film, and then the second unit director would have done the smaller scenes, and they would have filmed at the same time. But the second unit director was Lung Ka Yan, which is Beardy, which really surprised me that he was the second unit director. And then my last tidbit about this film is that Donnie Yen, years after this film came out, he was interviewed and he claims that the sword fight at the end of this film is 85% perfect. That's what he said.
What does that mean?
Basically, they said, do you think like that's the best weapons fight ever? And he's just like, looking back, it could have been better, but it's 85% perfect.
It's pretty good from him.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So let's ask the obvious question, and that is, Cyrus, what the bloody hell did you think about Tiger Cage 2?
Oh, God. Some nonsense, dude. Holy shit.
That's interesting that you would use the word nonsense.
It started, if I can, strong in quotes. And then about, I don't know when, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay.
The love triangle, weird.
Yeah, that's kind of the oddest bit of the film, I think.
Yep. I don't know. I feel like Devan. Did you like it?
It was okay.
It was all right. Next.
Okay.
Let me think.
No, I mean, if that's how you feel about it.
You go. Maybe I'll find something else.
I'll be honest with you guys. I watched Tiger Cage 2. I've watched it a few times over the years. And from the first time I watched it until recently, I didn't love the film. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. And for fucking some weird reason, after watching it today, for the first time ever, I fell in love with it.
Of course.
Yeah. I think it is the most perfectly paced kung fu film you will find. I think it's pacing. It has issues. Don't get me wrong. It definitely has issues. But I think pacing wise, Yuen Woo Ping never lets you breathe before he's giving you a chase scene, a stunt scene, a fight scene, a shootout. He never lets you breathe. He's like, okay, here's a little bit of plot where they're goofing around and doing some shit, but I'm immediately going to follow up that with something like action packed. And I love that. I love that he just gives you that and keeps feeding you it all the way to the end.
What I was going to say, to piggyback off that, these kinds of kung fu movies, it's kind of like a scene is created, and then the director rolls a pair of dice, and here are some of the rolls that he can get. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Go.
One is fight someone for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Scene that does nothing but makes the movie an hour and a half long.
Okay.
Like they're just driving, no talking, just like this doesn't do anything. No character building.
Yeah, I can see it.
Maybe a cool song.
Yep.
Someone nude, or some sort of naked event.
There's no nude people in this.
I mean, there's a little. I'm just saying blanket statement.
Oh, okay,
And there is one.
Yes, there is?
Yeah. Did you watch the dub?
No.
I did. Well, this is the scene where he rescues the lady,
Oh, he puts her to bed?
changes her clothes, and they see each other's
Oh,
privates.
Yes, okay.
Someone making a fool of themselves.
Well,
Just
yeah,
roll the dice however many times you want.
that happens a lot.
Someone doing something normal in a completely unnecessary way. Like a normal act, like I don't know, drinking water. They'll be like drink it like some something just like why no one does that.
These are interesting rules.
That's my last one, but I could come up with like 20 more.
I get what you mean. I think Tiger Cage 2 does feel like it's a loosely strung together number of scenes with like they've got one plot point in this film. There's no additional plot points. The only plot point in this film is there's a case full of money. Where is it? That's the only.
Don't ask any questions.
No, that's it. That's the only plot.
How'd you get the money? We laundered it. How? Where? America, China.
Yeah.
Next.
Everything else is superfluous to the film. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's after the money. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
And where is the money? Wasn't talked about for an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh no one has the money. That's the funniest thing about the film. They're all chasing the money. They all think everyone's got it, but no one's got the money. It's in an elevator shaft,
and just magically is where it is.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about this film is that it's loosely hung upon a very fragile plot.
Yeah.
And there's not much to it. Really, most of the goings on in this film is, I don't know if you'd go as far as to call it character development, but it's certainly character interaction.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
A lot of Donnie Yen and Rosamund Kwan.
There's like 2 or 3 scenes that are character development.
Yeah.
One is they're having a meal at a restaurant.
Yes.
Hey, you're not that bad.
Yeah, that's a good scene, actually.
2,
I like that.
There's, hey, trust me, I'm really not a bad guy. I did some bad things with the money, but I'm here to help.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, he's not that bad either.
Yeah.
A little lovey-dovey stuff, and then that's the end of the movie. Roll the credits.
Yeah, there's not a lot that goes on in this film, but on the flip side of that coin, I kind of appreciate that there's not a lot going on in this film.
Weirdly, I do too.
Yeah, because
I wasn't confused.
No, exactly. If they tried to do more, you'd go, oh, we don't need this. We don't need this.
Yeah, dude. Hold on. Yes.
Yeah.
This movie was missing elements that made it more confusing.
Right.
Like I was expecting some random dude to come in. I'm this now.
Yep.
Let's add more cops and more detectives. No.
It's just a straight up standard like plot, and there's just not a lot to it. And yeah, like I said, I appreciate it for that. He didn't. Yuen Woo Ping didn't overcomplicate things. He just kept things very, very simple. And to be honest, the whole film is basically just a cat and mouse chase. There are a lot of chases in this film, a lot of foot chases, many.
Put the tunes on and run, baby.
Yeah, that's right. There are lots of foot chases. Also, a lot of people get kneed in this film. Lots of knees. Lots of knees to the chest.
A lot of unnecessary fighting. A lot.
How can you say that fight scenes are unnecessary, though? Because fight scenes are amazing. They're kung fu. It's a kung fu film.
Let's take the movie part out of it.
Okay.
Just like fisticuffs someone. If someone's like, "Hey, I don't like your shoes," it's like, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, of
And
course
also,
it is. Of course
Donnie
it
Yen
is.
is an ex-cop.
Oh, don't get me. Don't
You
do
don't
it.
even have to.
Don't do it.
I have one part that's
Go
just
on.
like, okay. Donnie Yen is saving this lady.
Yes.
They are handcuffed.
Yes.
He, unbeknownst to any of us, is bringing her to his place to unhandcuff her.
Yes.
At no point does he go, "Hey, everything's cool. I have the keys at my place." He's like, "Shut up, lady! You shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Let me drag you." I
Yeah.
feel like a cop might bring that up.
Also, one of the interesting bits at the start of this film, obviously we watched the subtitled version. Devan did watch it with me, by the way.
Oh, I watched dub.
She just...
Dub.
See, in the subs, it says that Donnie Yen is a retired police officer who retired at 30. I'm like, that's not how that works, right? You can't just retire at 30.
He just stopped being a police
Yeah,
officer.
I'd understand if it said he was an ex-police officer. I'd be like, okay, he got discharged for whatever. But this says he retired at 30. Also, in the opening credits of this film, this is fucking disgraceful. That Cynthia Khan is in this film, who's an absolute legend, and in the credits they spell her name C-M-Y Thea. So it's Smythea, and they just fuck up her name entirely, and just
Cynthia.
yeah, and no one caught it. No
Fuck
one
that.
caught it, and I think that's terrible.
What a disgrace.
You watch the dubbed version, which I imagine it has a horrendous dub.
Yeah. Donnie Yen's character sounds like a joke.
Is he effing and jeffing a lot?
My man, some of the lines he said, I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Yeah, oh, if you've got him.
Oh, you better believe I
Oh,
took
yeah.
notes, actually, dude. It's weird. I take notes on the movies that don't have plot.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, baby boy. Okay, hold on. I said worst handshake ever.
Oh, yeah.
Liu Kang and the guy.
Yeah.
Handshake. I
yeah.
went, stop.
No,
Stop.
Devan didn't spot that was Liu Kang.
Oh, yeah. Bicycle kick. They're in the elevator. He's like, I got to stop borking these ladies because the AIDS, you know what I mean?
Did he say Borkin?
No, he said, I got to stop sleeping with them.
They say that in the subtitle
And
version.
they're like, ha ha ha.
They go, oh, it's time to not sleep around because of AIDS. It's just like, all right.
Why would you laugh after that?
I know. Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, man, that's so scary.
It's fucked up.
Yep. Handcuff keys at his place. All right. Yep. Sorry.
No,
Say something.
no.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
She goes, unhand me. Are you going to kill me or R-word me or other heinous things? He goes, I'm not a thief. If I was a thief, you'd already be dead. And I was like, I don't think that's what thieves do.
That's
They
interesting.
steal.
In the subtitle version, he goes, I'm not a bad guy. If I'm a bad guy, you would have been raped and killed by now.
Good God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here's a trope I don't like.
Go on.
It has to be done, but it kind of takes you out of movies. When cops are after you, they're just like, we just got to check the news because we got to see if they're after us. They turn the news on instantly. We are on the lookout for Donnie Yen and some lady.
What's Donnie Yen's name in the dub?
Oh, they said it's very American.
Oh, in the sub, he was called Dragon.
Fuck that. Jeremy?
Really?
I'm just making it up.
Oh, he was called Dragon, a.k.a. Crazy Dragon.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent.
And also, let's say you and I robbed a bank and there were some casualties. Very scary. We are on high alert. We go somewhere, we're holed up, and we put the news on. It comes on. Wouldn't you be in front of that TV for the next 3 days?
Yeah.
Not, oh, they're talking about us.
Turn
Let's
it
go
off.
do some
Let's
shit.
go,
Let's
live
go
our lives.
to the gym.
Yeah. One thing I will say, and this is kind of random, please, filmmakers, bring back squibs. Bring back squibs.
Ooh.
We need squibs because CGI fucking gunshots now suck. Because you watch this film, when people get shot, their chests explode. It's so violent, just the blood squirting out, all this good stuff. Need to bring back squibs, even when they're shooting cars. It's like dun with all the sparks coming off it. So good. And by the way, Yuen Woo Ping, he should have done more heroic bloodshed films because he can do gunplay really fucking well, or the Yuen clan can. This film not only has some great martial arts, it has some very good gunplay in it. I was very surprised. It could be that Yuen Woo Ping has done lots of heroic bloodshed films, and I just haven't seen them. But
Say heroic bloodshed?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's the Hard Boiled and The Killer, the subgenre of film. John Woo is very known for heroic bloodshed films.
That's his own thing.
Mhm.
No one can do that.
Yeah, a lot of people tried to match John Woo. I don't think anyone ever matched John Woo.
It's almost like a soundtrack. How often bullets are going.
That's why they also call the subgenre bullet ballet, which is kind of cool as well.
Yep.
But yeah, heroic bloodshed is the subgenre that John Woo mastered, and basically there's two components you need in heroic bloodshed. One, lots and lots and lots of bullets.
Can I guess
lots
the
of
second
people
one?
dying. Go on.
It has to be a very few amount of protagonists. Hence the
Really,
heroic.
the other one I was thinking of is actually Brotherhood. There's usually an aspect of men being in brother.
Go through this together, man.
Yeah. So you've got Chow Yun Fat and why can't I think who's in Tony Leung, and then you have Chow Yun Fat and Danny Chan, is it in The Killer? My God, why can't I remember his name? Anyway, my point being that there's lots and lots of duos of men.
Double Dragon. Heroic bloodshed.
Not quite, but yeah, I
Double
I
doo-doo.
gist. Did we do that for this?
That's one of the worst ones we've seen.
Oh yeah.
I think that's regarded as the worst one.
God damn, that was bad.
Real quick, I got a few more.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Alrighty. So, okay. So Donnie Yen's like, hey, man, I don't want to kill people. I don't like it. They already think I killed one person. I'm an ex-cop. I don't want to do it. So he grabs the guy's face and smashes his head into a wall and kills him instantly.
Yeah,
That was actually a sick scene.
the special effects of that were fantastic.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
Bam.
just smash it and it explodes on the head. Lots of blood in this film. Like it's particularly, I wouldn't say it's gory, but it's violent. It's definitely violent. I liked the woman on the phone speaking to Rosamund Kwan. She goes, "Are you okay, Lawyer Lee? From now on, I want to be called Manager Sean. Just at all times, Manager Sean. Yeah,
And I'll be called Grunt Cyrus
there you go.
or Bitch Ass.
I can be called Big Boss Sean.
That's much better.
Yeah.
What's a cool name for a subordinate? Subordinate Cyrus.
The shit on my shoe, Cyrus.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I got a
um,
raise, right? I'm making,
You got a raise?
making the cheddar cheese.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Woo!
This guy's living the dream. He's a singular individual.
Mhm.
By that I mean he does not currently have a lady friend,
Mhm.
and he's living in his apartment,
Mhm.
and he's not got to spend money on
It's
much.
just Cavassier and caviar
That's right.
for every meal.
Oh,
The toilet paper is going up.
that kind of leads into a part of this film, actually. So, how much money is in the suitcase?
Don't they say?
Don't they say $1 million?
5 million.
Is it 5?
Yeah, I think so.
So, okay, if there's 5, two things. One, he goes, David Wu goes, Dragon, Donnie Yen, if you help me find the money, I'll cut you in.
Mm.
I will give you $300,000. Start low. Start low. Go. If you help me, I'll give you $15,000, and then see what he says, because he might go, give me 20, and then
He might go, give me 10.
yeah, exactly. We don't go 300,000 off the bat. That's mental. Also, the second thing, speaking of your caviar and Cavassier, when they do find the money, the first thing they go and do is A, get a bottle of cognac, B, smoke cigars, and C, get a plate of apple slices and grapes.
Oh, shit. And they also, what else do they do?
Get
They're at
fucked
a
up.
karaoke bar.
They're at a karaoke
Are
bar.
they?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
You know, I was thinking it on that scene below the surface. I was like, man, these guys don't have any friends.
no.
I was like, you have $5 million in a briefcase. You're out getting hammered. That's who you're bringing? Nobody else?
But that's the whole point of this film. Like we said earlier, I just don't think they were just like, oh, these characters have friends, they have lives. It's all about the missing money, and that is it. That's it.
What's the other guy's name? Not Donnie Yen, the other guy.
David Wu is the actor. I think he's called David in the subtitled version.
David Wu said exactly what he wanted to say. He's like, listen, I only care about the money.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a deep character right there.
Yeah. So we've talked about characters and plot, or the non-existing plot. My question to you would be, what do you think about the action in this film? If you focus, let's say fight scenes, what do you think about the hand-to-hand, feet-to-feet action in this film?
I think the kicks were lacking, if you ask me.
Excuse?
I think there was some lacking kicks. However, fucking
What?
Liu Kang was fucking nice in this.
He's fucking.
I didn't know he was like that.
Oh yeah, baby.
Now I know why he's fucking Liu Kang.
Yeah,
Good shit.
He's good with it. You didn't think what? You thought Donnie Yen's kicks were lacking?
His pants are too tight. I don't know.
Define lacking. Lacking power?
Maybe it was the way they were shot. I was just kind of like, oh, all right.
Thing.
He fights the big strong guy at the end, right?
He does.
His ultimate kick move was just like beep boop, and these guys like, oh, ouch, ouchies.
That's interesting. I left this film going, fucking hell, Donnie Yen has legs on him. I thought his kicks were phenomenal.
He's fast as fuck, though.
Yeah, he is very fast. He also pulls out some sweet kicks. When he does the double kick that goes into the triple kick, he kicks the two people, then kicks the one up front. Nice.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. It's a Donnie Yen classic as well. I love that. I honestly thought the action in this film is phenomenal, and I'll go as far as to say I don't think anyone can recreate the style of action in this film. I think people were doing lots of modern kickboxing style in the 90s. No one did it like Yuen Woo Ping or Yun Shun Yi and Donnie Yen and Philip Kwok. No one really nailed it. It's so unique in this film. It's because in this film, people get absolutely battered. Like it's not block, 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 punch. It's block, punch, 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 block. People are getting absolutely twatted in this film, and I love it. I love that it's not like a ton of blocking and then one punch. It's people getting punched over and over and over, bleeding, bleeding. And when Robin Shou kicks the shit out of David Wu at the end, he absolutely leathers him. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love the fight scenes in this film. I think they're truly unique. I think Donnie Yen's on fire in this film. And I like that they switched it up at the end. They got Michael Woods. Michael, who's the big black guy. Michael
Seen
Woods.
him before, right?
Yeah, he's in the Line of Duty 4 as well. Michael Woods obviously has two things going for him. One, he's a massive, big, strong beast of a guy. Two, he can fucking move.
He can move, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, he's got some legs on him. He's pretty great.
And he's got a real killer, whatever that hell hairdo's
A
called.
skullet.
Hell yeah.
Yes, he's rocking a nice hairdo on him. But I think they took Michael Woods and they were just like, well, you've got legs on you. What you could do is you could trade Donnie Yen kick for kick for kick, and we could have a great fight scene, or we could just get you to do loads of wrestling moves. And they were just like, well, let's do the wrestling moves. He body slams Donnie Yen. He power slams.
How do you think that was shot? Because it looks great, but not natural.
No,
He picks him up and
yeah.
it cuts, and he kind of shifts his body like in the air.
Yeah,
Maybe he's crazy strong.
I think he is crazy strong, but I don't know. I don't know how that.
He like Goldberg's him.
Yeah,
kind of.
I also I didn't see padding on the floor, and I was just like, my God, how is he landing? And also, Donnie Yen does some of his own stunts in this. When he does the flip, like the backdrop on Donnie Yen, that's Donnie getting hit, which was lovely to see because I imagine he doesn't do much of that these days. But yeah, so many brutal falls as well. The only fall that pissed me off in this film, there's a guy, there's a fight on a double-decker bus, and they're fighting on top of the bus.
Mhm.
Donnie Yen kicks this guy off, and the camera pulls back, and you see this guy flying off the bus, and it looks like he's just about to hit a car. And you're like, oh my God, this is going to hurt. And they cut away from it, and they show it from a different angle, and he hits the car. When they actually showed the long shot of him flying towards the car, I was like, how are they going to do this? This guy is going to fucking die.
He's dead. That's right.
Yeah. And I was like, how are they even filming this? But then they cut away. So I don't know what happened during that stunt. I don't know I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but I would love to have seen this.
A lot of people through windows.
Yeah. Stunts in this film phenomenal. So many people getting smashed through windows. So much fucking furniture getting smashed.
Yeah. One thing I thought was kind of interesting. Another trope, I guess.
Yeah.
They're on the double-decker bus. Everyone gets off. One of the henchmen goes, "I'll drive." I was like, "You know how to drive a double-decker bus? No problem."
Yeah.
That's just what they teach you in
You'll know.
henchmen.
Yeah, henchman school. Yeah. One of the
what other things do henchmen have to learn how to do, good or bad?
That's a good one.
They have to learn how to run out of bullets and then go, huh? They have to learn how to do that.
There's definitely that. Also, a little trope that they do in every single action movie. Do you know that magazines for guns actually cost money, but people are just like, throw that one away, get another one out and put it in. They cost money. You can put bullets back in magazines.
Right. That's part of your gun.
People are always throwing away magazines.
I never thought about that.
Clips, whatever you call them. Yeah. They always throw them away. But you can reload them. That's the whole point. You can live your life with one clip.
Right.
And just reload it every time.
Well, you can't reload them when you're...
Not in real time. Not in a gun battle, no. But you'd at least put it in your pocket and go, I can reload that later on.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, henchmen can drive any vehicle. If you need henchmen to drive a bus or a forklift, and like come at someone
Any
in a
aquatic
forklift.
vehicle as well.
Yes, yes. Any boat, anything. They'll be able to sail a ship.
Every henchman has a black leather suit and motorcycle helmet.
Yes, and in
Leather
this one,
gloves.
surprise, surprise, it's a woman.
I thought it was fucking Liu Kang the whole time.
No.
Just somebody else.
Also, Cynthia Khan in this film, very underused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she was tracking down the person who did the murder,
Yes.
the biker,
Yes.
I wrote in my notes. I have it right here. I'll read it verbatim, so
Go on.
you know I'm not joking around.
Go on.
Okay. When Lady Cop goes to person in all leather and biker helmets place.
Yeah. Okay.
Her abode.
Uh-huh.
I said they fight in 10 seconds or less. I made it to 8 seconds. I was counting out loud.
You were saying they're gonna fight in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That fight's good, and there's a few unfortunate things about that fight. One, it's too short. Because you want to see more Cynthia Khan, and two, it's probably the most egregious part in the film in regards to stuntmen doubling for women and being quite obvious. And there's another one at the end where Rosamund Kwan hits a guy with a piece of wood, and she jumps off these boxes. And if you look carefully, you're just like, well, that's just a dude. But you gotta forget that this is Hong Kong cinema. You see it all the time. Yuen Biao doubling for fucking Cynthia Rothrock and not putting on a wig. It's hilarious. But I think you just have to forgive doubling or seeing doubles, because that's just how Hong Kong cinema works. So
can we briefly discuss what's the lady's name in this? Lawyer.
Oh, Lawyer Lee. Well, I don't know her name.
Maybe it's the dub.
Yeah.
Hard to listen to.
Oh, she was. Yeah, no, I had no problem.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she's whiny or something. Oh, really?
Wow. She says things that don't need to be said. If she gets hit, she's like, "Ouch! Why did you hit me?" I'm like, "All right, I'll let that pass."
Yeah, I don't love that.
Or something's bad. She's like, "That's bad."
Okay, yeah, no,
a lot of that.
The subs were fine. I had no problem with it. A few notes. Donnie Yen is rocking the Louis Vuitton. He's got Louis Vuitton in his drawer next to his bed. Also, Donnie Yen gets piss all over him.
He sure does.
And for 5 minutes, I just wanted to say, Donnie, change your goddamn pants.
Change your pants, man.
He's just walking around with piss-soaked pants. Because he's handcuffed to Rosamund Kwan, and he goes to the toilet, and she yanks on the chain, and he pisses on himself, and he's drenched. He's drenched. He pisses a lot. That's a lot of pee. Yeah.
And he makes her some noodles.
He does make some noodles, and that's
this is gonna sound weird. I want Chinese noodles. I don't know what broth is in there.
Yeah.
I just want them now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I love noodles across the earth. I've had all kinds of ramen, pho.
I'm a noodle guy.
I'm a noodle boy.
Yes, I will noodle it up.
I've had Indomie, which is like Indonesian noodles that you cook up and you put some shit on them. What are Chinese noodles? Give them to me.
I've had Italian noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of those too. Tomato sauce.
Yes.
Italians should make some soup. Look at all the noodles they have.
Wait, what?
Italians should make more soup with all the noodles that they have.
Got you.
They're the noodle kings.
Minestrone, that's Italian. A minestrone.
Yeah.
Mamma mia, I'm a Mario, I'm gonna win.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, minestrone.
Capricola.
Chicken and waffles.
That's for Italy.
There's a scene in this film where Donnie Yen, there's a bad guy standing in water, and Donnie Yen sticks a live wire in the water.
Holy shit.
And it electrocutes the guy. If you look carefully, Donnie Yen's lying in the same water, so he would have got hit as well. But you can't
Isn't that funny?
break films down.
One guy made that graphic, or what do you even call that? Effect?
Yeah, effect, yeah.
And then everyone's like, that's what electricity looks like from the 80s to 2000.
Yep.
It's just someone going like...
Just blue squiggles all over a guy. In this film, it is so painfully obvious that Donnie Yen does not smoke in real life. His smoking in this film is fucking atrocious. I don't smoke. Cyrus doesn't smoke. Well, I do like a bit of the old...
I know how to smoke a cigarette, that's for sure. I know all of it.
When's the last time you had a cigarette?
Ooh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
know all the rules though. I know how it works. I know how you hit them, dick them out, you light it up,
And then you smoke it.
and then you know what?
Yeah.
That's the thing they don't tell you. You smoke it.
I like some hookah. I was at hookah last week. I was just so on my off week, like the podcast off week. So I'll do this next week. I go to a local hookah bar and I chill. And all I do is I sit there. I just have a nice energy drink and I just people watch. I just smoke hookah and people watch. And last time I went there, it was fucking booming in this hookah place. And there was just a little group of ladies, just all ladies, just hookahing it up. And they were having a fucking wild time. It was like they were on a fucking a bachelorette party. They were having a wild time.
And you're like, what do I do?
Oh, they were they were
Were they pros?
seasoned. They were seasoned.
Did they look like me, or were they the Caucasoids?
They were slightly darker than
That's
you.
what they all know it.
Slightly darker.
They give them to us at birth.
Yeah, exactly. And they had coals, right? So when you get a hookah, you put coals on the hookah. It lights the shisha, and then you smoke the shisha. They had their coals shaped like skulls. They had skull fucking coals. They didn't give me them.
That's some skullduggery.
Yeah, they must have asked for it. Fucking skull and bone. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Trying to think of something that rhymes with skull. I blanked out hard.
No, that's a difficult one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's a skull in conversation. Oof. I was going
A
lol.
lol? Oh no,
Yeah,
that's gross.
not-
I'm gonna edit that out just
Yeah,
because. But yeah, Donnie Yen, the way he smokes in this is just laughable. It's awful.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
Talking about some of the language.
Oh,
I
go ahead.
won't be
Yeah.
saying the language, but god damn, I laughed out loud.
Throw some slurs.
There's some very harsh. Yes. And it's funny
Wow.
because there's this like innocent, again, will they, won't they, between Donnie Yen and the lady.
Yeah.
And they had played this like kind music, like childish music almost,
Yeah.
when they're beginning to realize that they kind of like each other.
Yeah.
And then, dude, they're out to eat.
Go on.
And he's like, yeah, I gotta be tough, or else people won't think I'm a cop or something. And he goes over to the table next to them. He goes, hey, you ugly fudgy unit.
They drop an F bomb.
After the lovey-dovey. Hey, you ugly effer.
And not.
And not mother effer.
Yeah. Wow. Gay slur.
Gay.
Jesus.
And the guy's face is like, oh, did you call me that?
Wow. They definitely
That
didn't
threw
say
me.
that in mine. Yeah.
And the other one is, she's like, hey, I can't get to you. You're too far down. This is when they're in the street, and I think she puts them on a cart and they fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, I can't get you. He says, use the stairs, stupid. I just like that.
In the subtitle version, I liked where there's a bunch of guys, a bunch of like cronies, henchmen, and they're looking for Rosamund Kwan because they think she has the the money, and they accidentally find Donnie Yen. He's on. I won't go into it. He's on a gurney. He's got a blanket over him. They think it's Rosamund Kwan, and they get her in the back of a van, and then they take the blanket off, and it's Donnie Yen. And normally they'd just go, "Oh, it's not the woman. We need to go in." They go, "It's not the bitch."
Damn.
Jesus.
All right, friggin'
Yeah.
ambulance people.
Yeah.
Were they cops or ambulance folks?
Ambulance folks.
That's not a word.
Although, yeah, paramedics. Yeah.
That's a good word for it.
What? EMTs? ENTs or EMTs? Which one is it?
ENTs are big trees from Lord of the Rings.
ENTs.
Yeah.
Yeah. EMTs?
Emergency
Medical
managerial
trans.
transcendence.
We both got it there. We were both right. Yeah, they just randomly call her a bitch. What did you think of the exercise bike torture?
It's clever, I guess.
I thought
Stupid,
it was
but
kind of cool. It would hurt though.
you know, any torture is good torture. I almost said that. If it works, it's good, and it's interesting when it's kind of rudimentary.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a
It's not like a Batman villain. It's like
So-
so simple. It's the
yeah,
opposite.
but it's
then.
like a very evil mind.
Yeah.
Come up with a weird torture like that.
Yeah.
Not like let's just go with the classics.
yeah.
Like
Someone who looks at an exercise bike and goes, "I can hurt someone."
put that
with
on someone's
That's yeah,
chest.
that's a weirdo.
and then have their friend hurt them.
Yeah. I don't know why Lole was in this film.
Lole, lole, lole.
Nice.
Lele.
Nice.
Mhm.
He says about 3 words and then he gets killed. Don't know why he's in this. It was annoying that he's such a legend and so incredible and gets nothing to do. Yeah. What do you think of the sword fight? Okay, actually, I'm not even going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you, what was your favorite fight in this film?
Dude, I like the other guy. We've never seen
David
him
Wu?
before, right?
No, we've never seen him.
He's nice.
Really? I thought he was great. Don't get me wrong. I thought he was great. I just, I don't know. Donnie Yen, kind of. I prefer him. I prefer Donnie Yen
Well,
to him.
everybody does.
That's true.
It's just
It's
breath
kind
of
of
fresh air,
cliche.
I guess.
Yeah, he was interesting. I don't even know if he's a martial artist. I don't know much about David Wu.
I would imagine.
You think? Let me just.
They're not going to just be like, hey,
Well, they
you're
did
going to
it.
be right next to Donnie Yen. Do you know anything about martial arts?
They did it with Keanu Reeves.
Did it with Chris Tucker.
That's true. Not that he does much. He's not exactly a fighter.
Oh, Keanu Reeves knows his shit by now.
Yeah, but in the first John Wick, he didn't.
Well, he did the Matrix. Got him.
I take that back. Yeah. Okay, David Wu's in a few martial arts films, but mostly not. Mostly not.
Hey, here's another one.
No, he's not a fighter.
Shit.
No, sorry, go ahead. He's in a film called Ha Ha Ha.
That's good. It's a masterpiece. Lawyer Lee.
Lawyer Lee.
All right, she's on the road. She's running from the coppers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
She's eating dim sum with Donald Faison. Who is that, by the way?
Yes, he's the black guy from Scrubs.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then Donnie Yen's like, hey, where's your fiance? And she's like, fuck that guy. But why?
Why does that? Did you think she was cute? No. Check out this guy over here. Osman Kwan is cute as a button. This isn't her cutest film. She's looked better on screen. But I think she's cute. I think she's one of the few legendary, not few, but one of the legendary beauties of Hong Kong cinema.
I like the other one better.
Which one? Cynthia Khan? Yeah, she had nice feathered hair.
She did.
Yeah, Cynthia Khan's a hottie. She'd also kick you in your teeth. She's a great fighter. One of the legendary actresses of the Girls with Guns subgenre. We have not done a proper Girls with Guns film yet, but we're soon going to do one. I just don't know which one to do. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing one of those. But I will say Girls with Guns films are closer to Tiger Cage 2 than anything else. Like the style of them.
I want an over-the-top, ridiculous one. Just with super hot chicks.
I can definitely arrange that.
Just ridiculously big guns.
Well, don't know about that.
Anybody with a Gatling gun?
I think Iron Angels has a rocket launcher. Yeah,
Good start.
If anyone knows of a film that would cater to Cyrus's wants, a Girls with Guns film that is just balls to the wall mental, let me know, because there's so many of them, and I can't think of which one. My Angel Terminators 2, maybe. Yeah, Angel Terminators is the name of the film. Good stuff. I think I've gone over most of my comments, really.
Last bit of dubbing that was kind of weirdly this generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they went fast-forwarded. Donnie Yen is talking to Lawyer Lee, and she's holding him back.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going as fast as he wants to, whatever. He's like, you're fucking me up right now.
Fucking me up?
Yeah, or he's like, you're fucking me right now. Jesus. I was like, what the? All right.
I need to watch the dub track of this. All in all, I think if you're a Kung Fu cinema fan, you will love this film, or you should love this film. I think it's my favorite of the Tiger Cage films, although a lot of people say they like some of the others. I know a lot of people like Tiger Cage 3. I'm a Tiger Cage 2 boy through and through. If anyone's worried about, oh, do I have to watch Tiger Cage 1 to understand Tiger Cage 2 and so on and so forth, they're all separate films. And you can get them in a box set now. They're actually out there from, I'm going to get this wrong, 88 films, I think,
Is
in the
Donald
box set.
Faison in all three of them?
I believe so, but in the first one, it's a small cameo role, and in the third one, I think he gets killed. He's not the hero. But the other two are more gunplay films, less martial arts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Tiger Cage 2, they went balls to the wall with the old kung fu.
Everyone has guns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just went from a Korean movie. Nobody has guns.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they just give you guns in China.
When he bursts out the truck at the end and they just start shooting all those guys, that's so good. So good. You want to get into list of questions?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Rama says, are there any celebrities you get mixed up? I always get Doug Liman and Richard Linklater mixed up, even though they make completely different films. They're two directors.
Oh.
Are there any celebs that you get mixed up?
I'm pretty good at not doing that.
You're very good with faces. You're very, very good with faces.
Nah, I have to think for a bit. I'm pretty good with face, huh?
Right, there's a bunch of girls that sing songs in bands, and I never know what band they're in. Like, if someone was like,
Okay.
this is the lead singer of Paramore, I wouldn't know who that is. Like, that could be anyone. It could be
Any white chick with red hair.
She's the red hair one. Okay, that's Paramore.
She can wail.
There's another, can she?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Paramore.
I have their famous song in my head right now.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever heard a Paramore song.
I think you have.
Have I?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. But like, all these female-fronted bands, I can't tell the difference between them. But actresses, I'm usually really good at, and actors, I think I'm okay. There's a lot of white boys that all look similar, but they're all like the kind of upcoming white boys, and I don't know what they're in. I just see them out and about on like celebrity events, and I'm just like, I don't know who that is.
Who's this white dude with? Who the hell is the white guy, and who the hell is Sydney Sweeney? She's a big deal, right?
She's a big something.
Why is this? She's just very attractive.
Yes.
Okay.
And she has massive boobs.
Okay.
That is the sole reason why she's famous. But she's also very charismatic, and she can act. She can act. She started in Eureka. Oh my god, what am I talking about? She started in Euphoria, the show for Euphoria, and she was popular in that. And then she's just kind of gone from strength to strength. And I watched a recent romantic comedy.
Who's the mayonnaise face in that?
The guy?
Yeah.
Glenn Powell.
Damn, dude.
He's a handsome dude, though.
Okay. What's his thing?
He's been in that and Top Gun. I know nothing about him. Yeah. Is it Glenn Powell? See? I don't know. I might have got it wrong. I don't know. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney's in that. Sydney Sweeney's pretty unmistakable. You can spot her in most things. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good with celebrity. It's just these upcoming like younger bands that I get confused with. I don't know who's singing what. And I know basically my limit is I got up to Miley Cyrus. I can recognize Miley Cyrus, and I know a Miley Cyrus song. Anyone that came after her, I'm completely bamboozled by.
Kind of same.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
There's this thing in your head that goes, you need to know this because it's important.
Yeah.
That kind of died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Let me play video games.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't know anything about modern pop music and who's who. No clue whatsoever.
Oh man, I know every generation will say this forever for the rest of the time, but the music.
Today's music?
It makes me feel bad.
The
stuff on the radio makes me feel bad.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio, so I don't know.
Dude, I heard a song. I went, no, there's no way. I went, no, nope. Is it April 1st?
Yeah. See, I think the newest band that I enjoyed a song by is like something like Florence and the Machine or something. I wouldn't recognize her. Florence from Florence and the Machine. I wouldn't recognize her in the street. I've got no idea what she looks like.
She's got a strong jaw on her.
Has she?
Mm.
Like
just like a strong, not an oval face. It's like she's got like red hair, curly,
like Quagmire from.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, I see. So it's not a case of like faces. I don't get two people confused that much. It's more a case of like I don't know this person's name. I don't know what band they're in. I don't know what songs they've sung. It's all that kind of shit.
Dude, I don't know anything about like important bands.
No.
There's a lot of important bands.
Oh,
that
I
don't
get you. Throughout
know.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about who's that guy that sings like this.
Bob Dylan?
I don't know shit about that guy.
I don't know much about Bob Dylan either. I don't know stuff like Tom Petty.
No idea.
No, nothing. Free Fallin', I know that song, but I don't know any other stuff. And he was in a band called the Traveling Wilburys as well, I think.
Wild Thornberries?
Yep. AC/DC, I think I know one
you
song.
Know, kind of
I know like one song from them.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Iron Man, probably. That's the song they play in Iron Man.
Oh, then obviously I've heard it. Yeah.
Highway to Hell?
Oh, then I know more AC/DC than I think. I wouldn't know Chris Brown's song if you played it to me.
Oh, I stopped listening to all his shit.
Yeah,
he was a big butthead.
Yeah, I know an Usher song, but I wouldn't know Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You remind me of a girl. That one. Yeah,
Balls to the Wall. That's him too.
That's Lil Jon.
Isn't it him and Lil Jon? Oh,
he's not on that one. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not just Lil Jon going like yeah. It's Usher and Lil Jon. Skeet is
that's yeah. Though that's not two different songs. Skeet
to the windows to the wall.
That's not yeah.
Who sings to the windows to the wall though?
Lil Jon goes to the wall. Yeah,
all right.
That song's mental if you think
10
about it.
10 out of 10.
If you think about it though, it's fucking bonkers.
Skeet.
Skeet, motherfucker.
The sweat drips off of my.
Also, can I just say, not to get too graphic, which I'm about to do.
I know you are. That's why I'm excited.
What's that song about?
From the windows to the walls.
Okay. He's in a club? Is that what you're saying?
The windows are on the walls.
Okay.
So, does he just mean from one set of windows?
Yes.
He's just saying, we're in the club.
He's saying from this side of the club to that side of the club. What's next?
The sweat drips down a part of me.
So, is it because he's dancing so hard?
Yes. It's very hot.
All right. So, windows to the walls till the sweat. He says, till the sweat drops down my balls.
Yeah. I'll skeet, I'm effer.
What's that bit about?
It's about what he's doing later, I guess.
Is that what he's doing later?
Is he skeeting?
He's
on the dance floor?
That's what I'm asking. Why is he going from the windows to the wall to the sweat? And then he says like, all you motherfuckers crawl or something.
Yeah.
But then he goes, skeet. Like when is little, not Lil, when is Little Jon skeeting? When is he doing that?
I demand to know.
Someone get Lil Jon on the phone. I need to know when he's skeeting.
When Hitler goes nuts and he's like, I'm done. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I demand
to know when and why Lil Jon is skeeting.
Dude, I saw an AI version of Hitler speaking English.
No, I don't like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like it, but it's
of course
very interesting to hear.
You should watch a film. It'll fuck you up. There's a film called Zone of Interest. Have you heard about it?
Sounds bad.
Good God. It's about the guy who runs Auschwitz.
Right.
And
one guy.
The head of Auschwitz. He doesn't just run everything. He's the head of it. He's like the king of Auschwitz.
Is it a name we know? Probably.
Yes, but I can't remember.
All I know is Gerbils.
Yeah, it's not him. It's not Gerbils. But what he does, he lives in a house with a beautiful garden and a beautiful swimming pool, and he has the perfect house and the perfect garden, and it's literally shares a wall with Auschwitz.
Oh, dude.
So he lives next door to Auschwitz, right? And this entire film, it's just about him and his family going through their day-to-day lives. That's all the film is about.
Whoever did that is in jail for something. Whoever made this movie.
Right? But I'll give you an example. This is it's a horror film, right? It's not a horror film. It's not a horror film. They pass it off as a drama, but it's got so many horrific elements. They'll be in the garden just playing in the swimming pool, and you'll just hear people getting shot and screaming from Auschwitz. And it's like, this is fucking horrible. They go to a river and go on.
Location.
Yeah,
I'm saying they should get a new place.
That's the crazy thing. At one point they demand that he moves because he's not doing a good enough job in Auschwitz. and they don't want to move because they're in their perfect house, even though it's right next to Auschwitz. And he goes fishing in a river, and all the ashes from all the burned bodies come down the river. It's fucking horrendous, but it's such
Is it a good movie, though?
film. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
Very quiet. There's no music in the film, so it's very quiet, very like peaceful and serene. But you get the sound effects of
that's
yeah.
horrible, but really interesting.
It's a very interesting film. It's very hard to watch because it's all business for him.
Can you see him start to figure it out?
Not really. That's the horrible part of it.
Mm.
Some guys just come to his house and they're just trying to sell him giant ovens. And he's like, "Tell me more about them." And he's
He's
like,
not baking bread.
"No," and they're like, "Oh, it can burn this many pounds an hour." And he's like, "Oh, I really like that. That's great." And it's played so fucking businesslike and so calmly, but you, the viewer, goes, "Oh, I know."
You're like,
I know.
I
Yeah.
know what that's for.
Yeah, it's a really good film. It's got nominated for a few Oscars, I believe. Horrible film, but very, very good. It runs out of steam at the end, but very fucked up little film. What
Oh,
the hell were we talking about? Oh, Skeet.
It was what it was. Is you get people confused with each other, and then
Yeah,
we get bands.
Lil Jon, I'll never get confused with anyone.
No,
No.
yeah.
I know that man.
You know what I was thinking about?
Yeah.
You know how you bake bread,
Mm-hmm.
brownies, muffins, all sorts of things. We gotta stop. We gotta come up with another word for baking, like real food, like a baked. I'm gonna bake some chicken. Just doesn't work in my head.
People use like broil.
But you're not broiling it.
No, that's true. I guess you do bake it though. You do bake it.
I'm ovening it.
Oh.
Bake is just so unappetizing, right?
No, I like baking. I like the term bake. Baked chicken.
Bake a chicken.
Oh, I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Easy bake.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we don't get confused that much. Not really. I can't. I did watch an SNL sketch that Rama sent me where they play a game. It's Jamie Foxx, Keenan, and some other guy that I didn't recognize.
It's the two white guys, and they get their names wrong.
Yeah,
I don't remember the names of those people.
Dominic Mohan, and I can't remember the other one, but it's a really funny sketch. Made me laugh. Martial Arts Film Freak asks, Sean, what are your thoughts on the... let me try that again. What are your thoughts on the response of young people to Killer Mike winning at the Grammys? There is a contingent of young folks on TikTok that are upset that Killer Mike won over Drake, with many of them saying, "Who the hell is Killer Mike?" Look. Oh, ski.
He gets two mics.
Yeah, Killer Mike. No, I'm gonna be kind of mature about this, right? I would say, "Oh, fuck them kids, they don't know anything," but the kids of today, right? They listen to a very distinct sound of hip hop. They listen to a very distinct subgenre. It's not a subgenre, but it's a distinct sound. It's Drake. It's trap music. It's all that stuff. Killer Mike comes along, puts out a phenomenal album, and it is a phenomenal album. Killer Mike has also been rapping for fucking years, but he hasn't been making the sound that everyone listens to. If they don't make that sound, the kids and the youth don't hear him.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's right. They don't hear that sound, so it doesn't really matter that they are shitting on Killer Mike, going, "Who the hell is he? What is this album?" At the end of the day, he made an incredible hip hop album, and it's an incredible hip hop album that's better than Drake's album. But people won't stand for that because A, it's Drake, and Drake is the fucking messiah of hip hop, and
Why though? I mean, no offense.
no one knows.
Listen, this is coming from the wrong person. However, from someone on the outside looking in, I don't care. I don't get it.
I don't understand how ears change over the years. By that I mean I don't understand how people listen to, I don't know, who's another hip hop act these days? NBA Youngboy, right? I don't understand how people listen to NBA Youngboy, then listen to Nas from Illmatic, right? 1990. I'm gonna get the year wrong. Any early 90s year, right? Nas, Mob Deep, Wu-Tang, Biggie. I don't know how kids today listen to Drake, NBA YoungBoy, all that shit, and then listen to all those 90s hip hop groups and go, no, Drake and NBA YoungBoy are better. I don't know how your ears don't. Why do ears? No, I'm not saying physical ears, but I'm saying why does the absorption of sound change from generation to generation? Is it just because it's a fad? A certain sound is cool, but it happens with everything, right? I'm sure there's kids today that listen to, I don't know any metal bands these days. I just don't.
Metallica.
No, that's not today's.
like now?
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't. There aren't any on the radio.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's say I honestly don't know. But like I'm sure kids will go back and listen to Metallica and listen to Guns N' Roses and listen to even someone on like fucking Led Zeppelin and they'll go, oh, this shit sucks compared to fucking Cannibal Corpse or some shit. Cannibal Corpse have been around for years, but you know what I mean. I don't understand how that changes. How can you not distinguish good from bad? But that is also a testament to me. I'm older. I'm 41. And now I'm the old guy yelling at clouds going, oh, Wu-Tang's better than Drake. And like it doesn't. There's a distinct gap, a generational gap between the sounds of hip hop that we love. So, are kids these days going to like Killer Mike? No, because he's not making that sound. He's making the sound that I listen to. Also, the sound that Outkast fans listen to. But it's crazy that kids today will go, Outkast, oh, no, they're no good. What the fuck are you talking about? But I'm the old man.
I think it's a bit of nature and nurture.
You think?
Yeah. Like, I like funk from the 60s and shit.
Because it's great.
And 70s, whatever.
Because it's great.
I like the Temptations.
Yep.
I like some weird old music that maybe I have no reason to like.
Yep.
That's the nature of me.
Yep.
The nurture of me is, what did I hear when I was 15?
Yeah.
So, 2000s music.
You think it's nostalgia to a degree?
What, 1,000%.
But the sound, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, but I do get it as well.
If you were brought up with something that isn't great and you don't know what came before it, you're going to like that subpar stuff more. You just are.
I get what you're saying, yes.
And you're going to like things that sound like that, even if it's worse.
This is why hip-hop, I often compare my two loves, because they're similar. Hip-hop and kung fu movies. It's very, very similar. People of this generation, or take someone like Cyrus, take someone like Devan, take they watch kung fu movies and they go, well, this is bullshit. This sucks. The comedy's terrible. And they don't like it. But I look at it and I go, oh, I love all this shit. It's fucking great. Is that nostalgia? Yes.
There you go. Thanks. That's nostalgia.
It's not all though. I don't agree that it's 100% nostalgia. I think with kung fu films, I think you either buy into them or you don't buy into them. And I think that it takes a certain taste and a certain mind to buy into them. And then some people don't. There's nothing wrong with not buying into them. Or there's nothing right with buying into them. I just think it happens that way. And I think to a degree it's the same thing with hip hop. People look back and listen to NWA and they're just like, listen to these guys. Fuck the police. How corny. It's just like, no. Back in the day when they were saying fuck the police, people were rioting in the streets. People were calling to ban NWA's music. And I think there's just, I don't know, there's this generational gap and the music there's very, very little music that spans multi-generations. But find me a 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid today that comes to me and goes, God damn, have you heard that Rakim album? And I will fucking appreciate them more than anything. A kid from today that can go back and listen to that old school sound and go like, yeah. Or a kid today that can watch kung fu movies and go, oh my God, they're amazing.
That's an ask.
That's
an ask.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like a 13-year-old kid.
Of course. I think you can, like, how would you get a kid into kung fu movies these days? You play him Rush Hour. You don't play him Drunken Master. You play him Rush Hour. So,
Classic.
with Killer Mike's a fantastic album. I think it's a wonderful Michael, I believe the album's called. It's wonderful, and it's just that kids don't get it, and kids will go, "Who the fuck's Killer Mike?" But these days, kids go, "Who the fuck is Ice Cube?" They go, "Who the fuck is Rakim? Who the fuck is Run DMC?" Kids don't know that shit, and that's fine. It's a different generation.
You should start a group. First album is Kids Don't Know That Shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Cyrus.
That's my name.
No question, just a recommendation.
That's what it is.
Check out Ninja Kamui on Max. At the time of typing this, there is only one episode out, and it featured some fantastic anime action. Sean, you'll really enjoy the fights too. I've seen it.
Oh,
God,
he's seen it.
I seen it before you sent this question in. In fact, you say there's only one episode. I've seen the first 3 episodes.
Jesus.
I tell you this though, the first episode was fucking flames. The next 2, not as good. Not as good. It feels like one of those shows that really, really sell you on it with the first episode.
Smart.
And then the next 2 are just like, yeah, okay, I get it. It's still good, and the action's still quality, but...
Dude, do you think they do that to the streaming service? They're like, check out what our first episode's going to be like. It's all going to be like that, baby boy.
I think to an extent, I think there's lots of like proof of concepts that they send them, and they're just like, this is what our show will look like. Yeah, I mean, that's what they call proof of concepts. You watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender show yet?
I did.
Live action.
And I just kind of fell asleep.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I was just wondering if you'd seen it, and is it any good?
Didn't really do much for me.
Okay, yeah.
Sadly.
I will watch it at some point, but I haven't seen it. Ninja Kamui you might like, though. It's like obviously it's a ninja show. Super violent, super over the top, and the action is bonkers in it. Have you seen the trailer for One Punch Man Season 3?
Oh.
It's the same studio that did...
burn it. Bury them alive. It's disgusting. I watched the Boros fight again on Hulu just the other day, and I was just like, yumma, yumma, yumma.
I saw a debate online, and people were just like, Season 2 is a strong 8 out of 10. It's a really, really good season, and I can't wait for Season 3. I managed 2 episodes of Season 2, and I gave up.
Wow.
Season 1 of One Punch Man is one of the greatest seasons of all
That's
time.
10.
Yeah.
Period.
So good.
Turn the volume off, except for the theme song when it comes on. It's still a 10.
Yeah, it's so good. So yeah, it was just a recommendation of Ninja Kamui for you.
Nice.
Gandolfini the Grey says, I forgot to do a listener question, but if there is still time...
There's still time.
I have a simple one. What's your dream Valentine's date? And what's the worst Valentine's date you've ever experienced?
Ooh. Oh.
My dream Valentine's Day, I'm a simple man. I don't ask for
I got you.
big
I know
things.
yours.
Go on.
You and the wife, you go to the cinema.
I do like a cinema.
You get something nice to eat. Nothing crazy because dinner's coming.
Got you. Okay.
You're going out for maybe a little sushi, maybe a little steak. Okay. And you go home with the wife. And then the rest is history. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're making sweet love?
Nope.
We go in separate rooms.
And you get a good night's sleep.
Oh, I'd love that. A good night's sleep. That'd be nice.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
If I could pay for it.
Yeah. If there was just a sleep service that was $25 a month, but they guarantee a good night of sleep.
I pay $250. I'm not kidding. It'd make my whole life better.
Yeah, we both sleep like dildos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a simple man. I think it's, you know what? A good trip to the cinema to watch a very, very good film, and then yes, a top end meal, whether it's steak or sushi, either one, but it has to be high end. It's going to cost me a few $100s. Good stuff, and then yeah, home with the wife, maybe to relax, put on another movie, maybe see some boobs.
Maybe if you're lucky.
Who knows? Not necessarily hers either. Might just be someone
just
walking past.
Some of the names you put on the uncut.
To the window, to the wall. Yeah, what about you? What would you do for a Valentine's Day?
I haven't been on a date in forever.
Yeah. I don't even know where you would go. You're not even that
go to
big of
laser
a...
tag.
I was going to say, you're not that big of a restaurant person, really, aren't you? Are you?
I am.
You like a good restaurant?
Oh, yeah. Just COVID and germs spook me.
I was just about to say, why don't you come out to a restaurant with me? But yeah, you don't like the whole germs.
I'm down. I'm fully vaxxed. I was almost going to invite you the other day.
Let's go to a
Let's
friggin'
get a Korean
restaurant.
barbecue and just put them out of house and home.
Do you know what? It's crazy you said that. I don't know why I'm saying this live on the podcast. Live. Devan said to me this morning, you and Cyrus should go to Korean barbecue. Should we go next week and fuck it up?
Let's go fucking anytime during the week.
All right, we
Why
can
not?
do that. Let's go and fuck up some Korean barbecue. Iron Age?
Yeah.
I'm giving away where we live now.
Mm.
Do you know what? Halal Guys is a chain.
Yeah.
I thought it was local.
No, it's a chain for sure.
Yeah, some guy posted on Twitter. They were just like, "Oh, I went to Halal Guys." I was like, "You live near me?" He's like, "No, I live in fucking."
I think it's from New York.
Mogadishu.
Mogadishu.
New York?
I think it was like a cart.
Oh.
Like years ago. Might be making that up.
If you're out there and you've got a Halal Guys near you, pick that shit up.
You've
It's the
had the
bomb.
Nas, right? We already talked about that. Nas Halal. It's another place.
Yes.
Fuck me, that place is fire.
Yeah, not bad.
And they'll serve you a hot meal at 5 a.m.
Also, if you are having Halal Guys, be careful with the hot sauce.
It's not a joke. We're not joking here.
It's the hottest.
If you get, they call it. They have their own term.
Yes.
They
Go
go. How many lines do you want?
How
Like you're
many
doing
lines
Coke.
of hot sauce? Yes.
You're like, I'm a pro. Just what's normal? And they're like,
2.
one's fine. And they're like, you want 3? And they when they do it, they go. They tilt their hand and then
Good
they
luck.
tap their friends and they go, "We lost the customer."
Check this guy out. He's getting 3.
Yeah, it's pain. It's not tasty. It's just pain.
No, it's very, very, very hot sauce. They shouldn't sell it that hot.
Really. However, we're talking about it.
Yeah. Go to Halal. It's good food.
It's the hottest hot sauce in any restaurant I've ever been to.
Oh, easily. No one does.
So I kind of feel like a little bit of a bechamel sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the hot sauce at Chipotle is hot.
Their hot one is quite hot. Nothing to write home about, but it's
gets me,
a
man.
little bit hot.
I think maybe there's no way this is true, that different places have different
Levels. Maybe.
like there's one guy in the back's like, look, I'm gonna fuck with them today. Maybe on like Tuesdays.
Wingstop, they're like atomic wings are quite hot.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I had them once. Nice and hot. But Halal Guys, fuck you up. So what's your dream Valentine's Day? Laser tag and the hand
Single
job?
man, yeah. Yeah, in the parking lot. Well, I do lookout. You know what people don't do? This is the weirdest segue. People don't just like eat popcorn anymore. Hold on, let me try this again. You go to the movie theater and you're like, damn, I'm looking forward to that popcorn.
Yeah.
Nobody
No one just
sells
has
it, or
because it's never that good at home. Microwave popcorn isn't as good. Also stinks.
Yeah.
Stinks up your house. I thought you were going to say no one has hand jobs anymore. When's the last time you had
an old fashioned.
Yeah, just a decent, good old
Well, here's the
hearty.
thing: it's not just that. Wham bam, thank you. Why would it ever be just that? That's crazy.
It could be though. It could be HJ to completion.
So for a 35-year-old man,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not volunteer to do anything. That's why it hasn't
If a
happened.
lady came to you and just goes, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to rock your socks off. I'm going to do that. You just lie back and think of Portugal and just chill and just
Beautiful
enjoy. And I'm going to take care of you.
I can't. I think that's something I have to work on. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just let someone do something to me.
Let it happen. From the windows to the walls.
You know what? Skeet.
Why is he so angry about it as well? He's saying, skeet,
Pumping
motherfucker.
everybody up. He's pumping
Oh,
everybody up.
skeet, god damn.
Maybe he jizzed his pants by accident, and he's really upset
That
about
makes sense. Oh, skeet, motherfucker.
God
Oh,
damn it!
Skeet, god damn.
And he's at the windows, and he has to go to the bathroom, which is by the wall.
That makes so much sense. That's what it is.
And then the sweat's dripping down his balls because it's too much butt rubbing.
Yeah.
Maybe he got an HJ.
Maybe. On the dance floor.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Lil Jon.
I almost called him Sean Paul.
Last question. Podcast question. If I remember correctly, Rosamund Kwan is in Tiger Cage 2, chained to Donnie. Maggie Chung gets hauled around. Oh, wait. What's the worst date you've ever been on? We didn't answer that. You been on a bad date?
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
I've already said this on here. I went to a Tinder date where the lady showed up. She was high as hell. And
that's funny in itself. That's funny as hell.
high as shit, and she had. I mean, if this happens to you, it's absolutely fine. But she had like a massive cold sore going on,
Oof.
and I was like, "All right, good. This is great. Got some good conversation here. Let's share a plate of nachos." I was like, maybe we should get our own things.
Did you really?
What?
Did you get your own things?
No, we shared a plate of nachos, and I was like, trying to just.
Oh,
Yeah.
pick the ones closest to you, and that she nasty. Although with her hands touching it, that's but hands, mouth. Yeah.
She had no hands,
Oh god.
so she was like,
Did she have good conversation?
horrid,
Really?
horrid. I was just slamming drinks.
Did you make out afterwards?
But no,
Okay.
it's weird. I don't
Her
know
being
why.
high as shit. That's disrespectful.
It was.
Yeah, don't turn up to a first date high as
Just
balls.
red eyes, and I was like, "Oh, dude, like, it's like we agreed. There's certain like,
Etiquette.
yeah, like maybe shower. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Be clothed. Don't
Yeah.
smell so bad. Don't be high.
Yeah, that's really disrespectful.
Don't be on the run from the police.
That's like turning up drunk to a date.
That's somehow more.
You'd accept that
Acceptable.
more? Oh, I don't know. I'd expect someone being high, respect someone being high than drunk.
If they're like, hey,
Yeah, but drunk you can be sloppy.
just, like,
and
real bad?
Oof. You want to hear my worst date?
Yeah.
When I was young, I was a teen. I was a. Oh no! I was trying. Never mind.
That's just funny. It just got me for some reason. I was young. I was a teen.
I was a teen, and I was aiming to So I was dating a girl.
You were going for an old fashioned.
Well, I'll get to that. I was a young gentleman. I must have been around 16, 15, maybe. And I'd met this. You know when you have like a girlfriend in school, but you only date in school? Does that, you know what I mean?
Yes, I know
Right.
exactly what you mean.
Okay, good.
I have one that's real bad.
Okay, right. You like only date in school, or you'll hang around in school and you'll hold each other's hands in school, and maybe you'll make out. But outside of school, you just don't talk to each other. Well, I was dating a girl in school, but we decided to go on a date, a proper date outside
Hey!
of school. I know. So we went.
Your idea or hers?
It was actually my idea.
Well, I love it.
I know. My pimp hand's strong. So I went to this. We went to this fair, this like local fair. There was like roller coasters and games you could play and shit. And there was a big wheel. What do you call them here? What's it? Do you call them big wheel? No, not big wheels. What the fuck are they called? Wheelathons. What are they called?
Ferris wheel?
Ferris wheel. There's a big Ferris
A big
wheel.
wheel
Is the bike, right?
is a. Oh, the bike.
Big wheel bike.
Got it.
That's right. So there was a Ferris wheel. It wasn't that big, but it was a Ferris wheel. And I was just like, "You want to go on the Ferris wheel?"
You're checking the boxes, man. You're
I'm
nailing it.
checking them good. And she's like, "Hell yeah, I want to go on the Ferris wheel." I was like, "Hell yeah, you do." So we got on the Ferris wheel, and this, by the way, is a long Ferris wheel. It makes you go round and round and round because they know what you're getting up to.
You know what?
So
Respect.
I start smooching. She's smooching me. I'm smooching her. We're going to Smooch City, right? And as a young gentleman, as a teen, I decide now's the time. I'm going to go for something a little extra.
Oh my goodness! I
Now,
think I know what's gonna happen.
I'm a foolish man
Uh-huh.
because typically, if you're making out with a girl and you've only dated her in school, typically you would go for some over the shirt boob action,
And not on a Ferris wheel
not on a Ferris wheel.
for the first time.
No, you'd go for some quick boobage. I, being the fucking idiot that I was, I decided to go for some down the pants.
Holy
In-
mackerel!
In the pants.
The balls on this man.
It was-
We're
Less balls, more
familiar
stupidity.
with that.
No, nothing. I
Man.
hadn't seen, hadn't touched, hadn't heard hide nor hair.
Was that your game plan going in, or did something just?
No,
hit
I think I panicked.
you? So instead of doing something nice,
Yes.
you didn't go lower.
No. So I slowly started making my way down to Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty, and I got to the waistband, And I'm not. Why am I miming it? Gross. I got to the waistband, and I was creeping. And she went no,
Oh, that's what's a word
and
right there.
and she gripped my hand
Oh my
with a
goodness.
kung fu grip, ferocious like a silverback. And she said, "No, not that." And I went, "I'm so sorry." And she goes, "It's okay. It's my time of the month."
Okay.
So I went, "If it wasn't your time of the month, you'd let me." I didn't say that to her, but I thought that. So I was like, "Bingo, bango." So we made out. We continued to make out, but I kept my hands to myself.
Yeah.
Okay. We continued. We got off the Ferris wheel. It was a good day. It was a good. I enjoyed it. As a gentleman, making out for like fucking 15 minutes with a girl is kind of cool. Yeah, back then. Whew. And so we got off the Ferris wheel. And I was like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome." So we walked around, went on a few more rides. I believe, I remember correctly, I won a little gift.
Man.
Threw a ball at some coconut or some shit. And won her a fucking fluffy whatever. And I was like, "This is fucking dope." And I said to her, I go, "This is really nice." I said, "We should date more outside." She goes, "Yes, we certainly should." She goes, "Perhaps we can do something next week."
Man.
I went, "Yes." And then we went our separate ways. I gave her a quick kiss. I said, "See you." She said, "See you." Great date. So technically I would go, the only bad bit about the date was when I went for the plunge and she said, "Hell no." I got home, my phone rang.
Oh God.
I went, "My phone's ringing. She must want more." I didn't even think it was her. I went, "Hello?" She goes, "Hi." I said, "Oh God, what? How are you?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to dump you." And I went, "Hmm?" She goes, "Yeah, no, I can't see you anymore." And I said, "Why?" She, instead of giving it me with both barrels and being manning up and giving me the true reason, she goes, "Oh, my dad doesn't want me to date anyone." And you know what I did? The dumbest thing a man can do. A 15-year-old boy, I went, "Can you put your dad on the phone?"
Yeah.
She said, "No, he's not here." So I immediately went, "You're bullshitting. You're lying. It's got nothing to do with your dad." Didn't say that to her. Just thought it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh no. I was just like, "Oh, okay. Can I do anything? Like, can we work it out? Can we?" She says, "No." She was like, "I guess I'll see you around school." Over with. I was destroyed.
Mhm.
And then I made out with a friend about a month later.
That's what you get.
Yeah, I never saw her again either.
So did you figure out what happened there?
I don't know what I did, unless it was the over the top attempting to do something. Maybe I was being too forward.
You know what? You know in the Matrix when the lady's like, the Oracle's like, don't worry about that vase.
Yes,
And he goes, what vase?
and knocks it. And
And he goes, would really
if I hadn't told you
make
about,
your noodle,
yeah,
is what she
that's
says,
right.
is would I have broken it if I hadn't said anything?
Yeah.
I didn't get that when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Much later, I went, holy fuck,
Yeah.
did she make him do that? Maybe, I forget where I'm going with this, honestly. But maybe she wasn't her time of the month.
Oh, I don't think it was. I don't.
She just had that
swear-
loaded.
Oh yeah, she was just. You know what ladies are like. Dirty fucking liars.
It's the moral of the story.
No, I don't think it was. I think she just didn't. I think she got put off by it. She wasn't a big fan. Look, I ran before I could crawl.
That was bold.
I flew too close to the sun,
Mm.
and unfortunately, my wax wings they melted, and then I was left single.
Damn.
Yeah, and Laura, if you're out there,
I'm sorry.
I hope you're okay.
You went for the gold at the end of the rainbow.
And you know what? Years later, I used to go to a pub, and she used to DJ at the pub, and I saw her all the time. And you know what? She would talk to me. She'd be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And deep down, I never forgot.
Yeah.
I never forgot. I never forgave.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yes.
Any idea what her DJ name was?
DJ Heartbreaker.
Pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know what DJ name was.
DJ downstairs.
Exactly. Last question, Alpha Rookie. Shout out to Alpha Rookie as well. Good dude. Good dude. If I remember correctly, Rosamund Kwan is in Tiger Cage 2, chained to Donnie. Maggie Chung gets hauled around by Jackie Chan in Project A. Project A. Yes. Project A or Project A 2? Project A 2, I think. Are they ever... Yeah, sorry. Are they handcuffed in another movie? I don't think so. I think it's just Project A2. So question is, Who would you want to be forcibly attached to, Maggie Chung or Rosamund Kwan? We know Maggie was your big crush. So, look here. I just want to be chained to Laura. I miss her.
He's never gonna forget.
My crush, my forever crush, has always been Maggie Chung. I think Rosamund Kwan is very, very cute, but Maggie Chung is she was my crush when I was 13, and she's still my crush now. And yeah, I think she's cute as a button. I think she went from being cute to a button, and now she's like a super elegant looking lady. And yeah, it would be Maggie Chung all day. Just Chung does it for me. Yeah, Chungs and Roses. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah,
I blanked hard.
yeah.
Try not to be racist.
Chung Go Jerry.
That's right. That's really good. That's really good.
Anyway, all right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Chungo Jerry in the summertime.
We appreciate you all. Oh, shall I read out the patrons?
Yay!
Yeah, let me find the sweet patrons.
Sweet.
Just to let you know again, if you want to hear more of this utter madness, you can go on to patreon.com/
I tell you what.
Food for Thought.
I tell you what.
Yes.
It's a little rocky when we go from you're the host with the most,
Yeah.
talking about a movie, we talk about a movie, to us being complete knobheads.
Yeah.
And that transition's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I think if we, like, the fucking Uncut, we're in it.
Yes.
We were just, you and me,
Yes.
talking shit.
Yeah.
I want that somewhere.
You want an extended version of that? Just
Yeah.
us talking shit for 2 hours.
I think there's funny things that happen.
I think so too. And maybe one day we'll have a podcast where it's just us just talking nonsense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I could spearhead that one.
Maybe you want to be a host?
I don't want to be a host. I just want to talk to someone. Not, hey there, everybody. I'm Cyrus, and I went to the bathroom too many times today.
But you talk to me. What do you mean you want to talk to someone?
Like, no host things.
Just
like,
chatting. Just yeah. Okay.
Go. Press play whenever.
Yeah, a no host, a host in the shell.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what the podcast can be called. We have wonderful patrons. They are beautiful people. They give us a little bit of money each month, and we appreciate them greatly. And these are their names. We got Miles, Alpha Rookie, who just asked a question. Nick, Shane, Nicholas, Amok Pal, Rama, Disconnected, Tristan, who is Martial Arts Film Freak, Robert Christiansen, Art School Dropout, shout out to them. Eloquent, shout out to him. He's been on the channel. Go and watch his video. Don't be a dong. James, Don Jitsu, Tina, and Benjamin, who just asked a question as well. That's Gandolfini the Grey.
One of those names always gets me. I always think of Hans Christian Andersen.
Nice. Robert Christensen?
Probably.
Yeah.
Who's the family that gets marooned?
Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need to see a shrink.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not, something's wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
You think I have dyslexia?
I think you're no.
There it is. I know.
No.
That R word was coming. I know that was up front. I know it was in first class, and you had to put it back in coach.
How does everyone feel about that word, by the way? How does everyone feel about that word? It's still funny.
It is.
It's still funny. We're not talking about the sexual assault.
We're not talking about rice-a-roni.
No, we're talking about the calling someone of lesser intelligence. You know what we mean.
In music, it's when there's a pause between one note to another note. It's called retard.
Yes, and if something can't be set ablaze, it's flame retardant. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And
what the flames are being retarded. That's what it means.
Yes.
It's saying, hold on.
Yeah. Does that word still upset people? I still think
it really does.
Yeah.
But I think it's the mouth it comes out of.
Yeah, I still think it's a funny word.
It's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would never say anything bad about those people. The thought of doing that is funny because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can you imagine actually doing that?
Yeah, of course.
It's just the devil.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
is there?
awful. But if you call your friend one, it's funny.
Yes, but you're supposed to.
Thank you.
If you call something.
Yes.
That's
yeah, if you stub your toe and call a table, yeah, that's funny as hell. thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We appreciate you. If you want to know what next week's episode, not next week, the week after, if you want to know what the next episode is, I can tell you as soon as I work out how to use my phone. We're going to go for a very interesting one next episode. We're going back to the 80s, but we're not doing a Hong Kong film. We're doing an American film from the 80s. Yes, we are doing... We're not going to watch No Retreat, No Surrender. We're not going to watch No Retreat, No Surrender 2. We are going to watch No Retreat, No Surrender 3, Blood Brothers. That's what we're going to watch. I think it's going to be a nice episode because, to be honest, I think it's going to be that combination of pointing out very stupid 80s shit and enjoying the fight scenes, because the fight scenes in that film are fucking great.
Isn't it?
Keith Vitale is in it. And... Lauren Avedon is also in it. You probably don't know them. You might know their faces. Lauren Avedon was in a film that we did. We did a film called King of the Kickboxers. You might not remember that one. He fights the Tybo guy at the end, Billy Blanks.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Okay.
Yeah, he's in it.
Whoa, that's where Billy Blanks is insane the whole time, right? Okay. There's some sort of wall or cage made out of bamboo.
Yep, there sure is.
Okay.
There sure is. So yeah, No Retreat, No Surrender 3 coming up next time. And then I'll be honest with you, we got a whole bunch of episodes planned. I have the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 episodes planned.
It's 2 months of entertainment.
That's also subject to change because
More than that.
Yeah, you're completely wrong. I will change a whole bunch of things more than likely. But next time, No Retreat, No Surrender 3. If you want to know where you can find it, it's definitely on YouTube. Definitely on YouTube. If not, it's probably on Tubi or something.
And if you want to watch the movie we just reviewed, it may or may not be on Daily Motion. I don't know. I'm saying it may or may not be. I'm also saying maybe I watched it there.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
On that note, thank you very much, everyone. We appreciate you. Take care, and we will catch you. You do it
Next time.
nice.
Oh, that was weird. I don't think I've done that one before.